They built 96 houses on my land, not by accident, but on purpose. I inherited 47 acres in Colorado from my grandfather. It was paid off and pristine. I went to visit the property for the first time in 3 years and found an entire subdivision where my forest used to be. Paved roads, street lights, families moving furniture into houses they'd paid $485,000 each for. The HOA president told me to my face that I was a squatter trying to scam hardworking families. She said her lawyer confirmed the land was abandoned, so adverse possession made it legally theirs. She'd already deposited $16 million in pre-sales. Here's what I did. Absolutely nothing at first. I let them finish construction. Watched them landscape, paint, install pools. Then I walked into federal court with my grandfather's original 1971 deed. What would you do if someone built a neighborhood on your property? Drop your state below. Let's see where my land rights family is watching from. My name's Dakota Flint. Yeah, like the stone. I'm 47 years old, a structural engineer, divorced. I drive a 2008 Silverado that burns a quart of oil every month. Nothing special about me except one thing. My grandfather left me 47 acres of Colorado forest worth about $4.2 million. William Flint bought that land in 1971 for $8,200 cash. He was a Depression-era guy who kept every receipt in leather ledgers that smelled like pipe tobacco and WD-40. When he died in 2019, he left me the property with one note tucked inside the deed. Don't let anyone take what's yours. I didn't visit for 3 years due to my divorce, 2 kids in college, and 70-hour work weeks. But I paid property taxes every April, $6,400 annually, never late, always online. I had the email receipts. In August 2022, I finally drove up to scatter Grandpa's ashes. I turned off Highway 36 onto the old fire road, and my stomach dropped. The pine forest was gone. In its place were 96 Mediterranean-style houses with fake balconies and HOA-mandated beige paint. A carved stone entrance sign read, "Ridgeline Heights, a Whitmore luxury community." I checked my GPS 4 times. Same coordinates. This was my land. At the gatehouse, a security guard stopped me. "Residents only," I said. "I own this property," holding up my phone with the deed photo. He smirked. "Sure, buddy. And I'm Elon Musk. Turn around." Before I could argue, a white Range Rover pulled up. Out stepped Cassandra Whitmore, mid-50s, with a permanent look of mild surprise, wearing white linen. She had the energy of someone who'd never been told no. "Problem, Ray?" she asked the guard, not looking at me. "This gentleman claims he owns the development." Cassandra turned, her eyes scanning me. Work boots, Carhartt jacket, calloused hands. She seemed to file me under. "Not important." "How charming," she said. "If you're looking for construction work, most crews are filled, but I can take your number." "I'm not looking for work. I'm the legal owner. My grandfather, William Flint." She pulled out her phone. "Our title company ran a forensic search. This land was abandoned for over 3 years, which under Colorado Adverse Possession Statute 38-41-101 means nothing if property taxes were paid." I interrupted. Her smile sharpened. "That's adorable. You know just enough to be wrong." She handed me a business card. "Brian Keir, our attorney. He'll explain why your claim is frivolous." "How many houses are sold?" "All 96. Pre-construction sales totaled $16 million. Families are moving in by Thanksgiving." She said it like a warning. "This is a legitimate development, permitted through Boulder County. If you continue trespassing, I'll call Sheriff Mitchell personally. We're contributors to his department." Then she snapped a photo of my license plate. just in case you decide to come back. We have excellent security footage." She leaned closer. "Trust me, people like you don't win against people like us." I drove home, hands shaking. That night, I spread Grandpa's documents across my kitchen table. The 1971 deed, 47 annual tax receipts, survey maps. Cassandra had threatened me, photographed my truck, and implied I was a criminal. But she'd given me everything I needed. Monday morning, I called Brian Keir. His receptionist was professionally pleasant. "Mr. Keir is in depositions all week. Can I take a message? Dakota Flint about Ridgeline Heights." Pause. "Oh, yes. He's authorized me to offer a settlement of $15,000 if you'll sign a quitclaim deed by Friday." $15,000 for $4.2 million in land. I knew quitclaim deeds from my divorce. They mean giving up rights without guarantees. "Tell Mr. Keir I'll see him in court," I said and hung up. I needed a strong lawyer. My buddy Marcus recommended Lydia Chin, who'd won big against a railroad company. Her consultation fee was $500. I paid it and met her in an office smelling like old leather and lemon polish. She listened without interrupting, then asked for my tax receipts. I showed her the thick folder. She flipped through, her mouth twitching into a smile. "Colorado adverse possession requires 18 years of open, continuous possession, and if you paid taxes, their claim fails. But here's what I do: let them finish building." I stared. "If you stop now, they might declare bankruptcy, tying your land in litigation with 96 families suing everyone. But if you let them finish, then file for declaratory judgment, you own 96 completed houses. They'll be desperate to settle." It was strategic and made sense. "How much?" $40,000 to $50,000 in fees, but we'll win damages and attorney's fees." I had $12,000 in savings, but I said, "I'll figure it out." Lydia added, "Don't contact Cassandra. Don't post online. Surprise is key." I hired her that day. September to October, I drove past twice a week, taking timestamp photos from the public road. Cassandra spotted me once, called the sheriff. Deputy Torres arrived, ran my plates, and warned me about harassment complaints. I kept documenting. By November, families moved in, U-Hauls, kids on scooters. I felt bad. They were innocent people living the dream. Thanksgiving week, Cassandra sent a certified letter threatening a harassment lawsuit with a photo of my truck. Lydia laughed. "They're documenting their own mistakes." I became an amateur researcher. Finding Whitmore Development was Delaware registered, financed by Preston Whitmore's firm, Cassandra's husband. They'd been sued before. Their permits claimed tax delinquency, but they'd skipped court for adverse possession. That was fraud. Lydia said, "This could become criminal." Cassandra escalated. False code enforcement complaints, a Facebook post accusing me of stalking, leading to shares and threats. My boss put me on leave. Someone painted on my garage. My kids were harassed. Lydia filed for a restraining order. "This is desperation." I thought about settling, but Grandpa's note kept me going. In court, Lydia revealed Preston's email admitting they knew I owned the land but built anyway. Judge Ramirez denied their dismissal, issued a TRO, and warned Cassandra. A whistleblower provided the email. We planned depositions and media. Channel 9 interviewed me, exposing the fraud. Threats followed, a home break-in, IRS audit, but we gathered more evidence. Trial day, Lydia's opening destroyed them. Witnesses confirmed bribery and patterns. We won, full title, for $0.2 million.